Hello, everyone. This is a live stream on history. So, without further ado, what is history? The history is the study of the past. Okay. So, prediction is the study of the future. Prediction or prophecy is the study of the future. Then history is the study of the past, right? If we are just to study the past, we are to study things regarding, how do I say it? Things regarding past events, people, places, situations, politics, everything, a mix of everything, right? Historical events, historical people. So Jesus, Gandhi, Solomon, who else? Um, I know people are saying, why didn't you? I thought you were gonna live stream in 2025. No, I'm doing this just for fun. Um, because I love history, right? Solomon, who else? Um, this is not about manosphere stuff. It could be about manosphere, but like if you look at the from the context of the manosphere, it's the study of the past events and the events and the people and the situations and the this and that that led to certain things happening, right? Yeah, in the manosphere history is like only like 50 years old, anyways. So who cares? About that. History of the world history started from is like 3,000 years old from Solomon. From Solomon's time to now, right? So that's the recorded history, right? So Solomon to now. Alright, so we go Solomon, then we go to Buddha, Mahavir, and Alexander, then Alexander the Great, then Jesus, then the Roman Empire, the fall of the Roman Empire, then Muhammad, then and Mecca or whatever. I don't know, Medina or whatever. Yeah, I'm supposed to know more about Islam than other people, right? So yeah, and then what else? Then we go to the Crusades. Then we go to the end of the Black the no, not the Black Plague, the end of the Black Plague, the end of the medieval ages, and then the Black Plague, and then we go to what else, right? The Renaissance era, the beginnings of the Renaissance era to the end, with all the philosophers, the Renaissance man, the artists, this, that. And then we go to the Enlightenment era, which is like going to the modern age, the Industrial Revolution, and then to now. So yeah, the history of the world is very fascinating, very elusive. Oh hey, Poppy Chris, you wanna jump on? Or Chris, I don't know. I don't know what to call you nowadays. Yeah. No? Oh, okay, I'll just like delete the comment. No? Oh, okay. No, okay, that's fine. Anyways, the history of the world is very fascinating. So, it's about 3,000 years, the recorded history that is. And before that is more mythological, going to mythological aspects, like Judaic, Judaic, and it's more. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. Um, Um. Anyways, like it's more like Judaic, Hindu, and like Mesopotamian. I don't know about that. But the world's history from 1000 BC to now is very is recorded history. It's proven, right? Jesus, Muhammad, prophets Jesus, Muhammad, Solomon, who else? Yeah, the main prophets. Moses is before. So it's like 1400 BCE or whatever. They used to call it BC before Christ. I don't know what it was. Anyways, um, the history is we're supposed to learn from history, right? We're supposed to learn from history so we don't repeat the same mistakes in the future, in the present, and the future, right? It's interesting to learn about history too. But if it's boring, right? And here's the catch. If it's boring and you know what to do, you don't need to learn history, yeah. Fuck it, like fuck history. But like if you don't know what to do and you find history boring, then learning about history will help you. Okay? It will help you develop and grow as a person. So history is about the past. History is about what happened, the events, the characters, the motivations, right? Like during the Renaissance era, the when people went from Europe to hold on, Europe from to the Americas, the motivation was to go to well, the motivation was good to go to Spain. That's where Isabella and Ferdinand were. Yeah, the Iberian Peninsula. To India and China. But um, then eventually like hit the Caribbean and like things went haywire from there. Yeah, not good. Yeah, like haywire. I mean, like they started killing the indigenous people on those islands. Yeah, Columbus and his crew and a bunch of others. Like, and it started a whole colonization thing. Like in the Americas, the Latin Americas. Yeah, killing indigenous peoples. Not good. Not good. Um. Anyways, um, like killing indigenous people is not like it's not like interesting. And yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyways, like what was I gonna say? Yeah, they went from Europe to the Americas by accident because they thought they could go they can sort of go around and nothing will happen. There'll be no land in between, but the Vikings from the from Scandinavia, I don't know where exactly. That's good. Um, from Scandinavia, maybe 300 years ago, like three. I don't know how long, like before Columbus came to the Americas. they were badly defeated by the Native Americans, and then they were routed out of there, I guess. Anyways, um, the Vikings from Norway, or I don't know, I don't know, but definitely from Scandinavia. Yeah. Anyways, you should definitely the British also had the British and the French also colonized parts of the Americas, the North America, more North America. Spain had Florida and some parts in California. I don't know, like what did they have in California? Like in Florida, probably yeah. The French had Louisiana, Quebec, the Maritimes, probably Acadia. I think so, yeah. And the English had like Ontario, the 13 colonies, which is now America, by the way. Yeah. So if we are to study history, we have to study the past in all its dimensions, right? We can't just hold on. We can't just study one aspect of history. No, we can't study one aspect of history. We have to study it in all its dimensions, the characters, the motivations, resources, wealth, location, who, what, where, when, why. Who, people, what, history. Where, the world, history, world, the world. Where, when, the past. Why? So that we can learn from it, right? So learning about history is not just about learning about certain figures and words and blah blah blah. It's about learning about. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Keep personal life. Yeah, yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, people like to fan their personal life nowadays for attention. It's weird. Yeah, but it's not good. Yeah. Anyways, history. So we go to the Renaissance, the Enlightenment era, and the Renaissance. The Renaissance ended with like the 17th century, the beginning of the 17th century, right? Um, with the Enlightenment era, Galileo was in the late, sort of in the late Renaissance, yeah. While we have Donatello, Leonardo in the mid to early. No, 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 Donatello. Raphael and Michelangelo are sort of younger than Donatello and Michelangelo. I'm not talking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the actual Renaissance painters and artists and architects. Yeah. Anyways, um, and so what was I gonna say? The Renaissance era was very unique. Yeah. It was like a revival. That's what Renaissance rebirth. It was called the revival era, the Renaissance and the Enlightenment era. So we have two eras. mashed into one. So it's called the Revival era now. And the Revival era revolved around re- rejuvenating ancient and Greco-Roman or Greek and Roman um, artifacts, scriptures, what you name it, teachings, you name it, doctrines, you name it. Yeah, like, and over time, more things were being unearthed about the history of, like, about how how the ancient Greeks and ancient Romans lived their lives, and how to live a prosperous life, I guess. During the medieval ages, it was just an age of religion, right? Religion is good, but it is, how to say it? It is very it's called the Dark Ages, right? Because there's feudalism, but there's a lot of death. There was not. It was very dark. It was very dark and bleak time. Nothing really happened that was good. Well, some things happened that are good, but you should really consider this, right? That the Dark Ages were something that how do I say it? It was a time of, like, where there weren't any secular or scientific values. Well, I'm not saying like secularism is better than religiosity, but like not too much scientific advancement on that front. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, like there wasn't scientific values being propounded. There wasn't technologies. There wasn't much freedom to question the authorities, make decisions for yourself. Yeah, there wasn't much freedom, right? During the Renaissance, during the Black Pits, during the era of the medieval ages, right? The medieval ages were a time of great moral. I wouldn't say depravity, but like it was just like it was when the state and the religion were fused together, right? It was when the state. It was when like it was when religion was at the forefront. Yeah. Wait a second, I'm repeating myself. Religion is very important, Religion is very important aspect of a person's life. What is religion? It's the worship of a god, a deity, or like a set of deities, or like and the set of practices, beliefs, and values that are associated with worshiping those deities, right? Or God, or like it could be monotheistic, polytheistic, deistic. There are different types of religions, right? So you have to, whether it be indigenous religions, whether it be Eastern or Western religions, they're all go under the banner of, faiths and spiritual traditions and philosophy and even philosophical frameworks. And a religion is supposed to help you grow, develop, and sort of develop a relationship with your deity, right? But yeah, I think idolatry is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but idolatry is like prohibited in monotheistic religions. Yeah, but like in Hinduism, they're okay with idolatry. Yeah. Anyways, so it was an era of religion, feudalism, lot of feudalistic. So a king, a noble, vassals, king, nobles, vassals, and a whole bunch of servants. Right? It was just it was just, yeah, like after the feudalistic era, or the Black Plague, had wiped out a lot of the European people and the world, especially, I guess. Um, yeah, they turned to mercantilism, right? Then mercantilism to capitalism, I think. Yeah, later on, yeah. So like mercantilism is merchants, yeah, selling goods, yeah, trading goods, yeah, right? And like if they wanted something, they would trade it, right? They wouldn't use they would barter it, per se. It was a barter system, yeah. And if we go to the Americas, yeah, right? Sorry, I'm yawning. If we go to the Americas, around the time of the Renaissance and the Enlightenment era, they used a strict like not it was a barter system, yeah, where things just costed something, yeah. Like it was a true like like a beaver pelt costed. You had to trade a beaver pelt for like a rifle, yeah. The and the exact order of it was the First Nations would trade the beaver pelt to their European colonizers, right? Or settlers, the European settlers in the land, yeah. who later colonized them, but that's a different story. Yeah, it's weird how Europe. Sorry, it's weird how the Europeans. Yeah, religion is about uniting. Yeah, uniting people, right? The religions are good, right? Religions are religion is about uniting people, right? Religion, right? I'm not gonna go on a rant about it, but religion is a huge aspect of history, in the history of this world. Yes, Christianity, then Islam, Judeo-Christianity, then Islam, Judaism, then like Buddhism and Jainism was like largely confined to India and the East, but nonetheless a large swath of the world. Yeah. The known world was Europe. Yeah, it was mostly Europe. Yeah, Europe was the known world, right? So before the Renaissance, before globalism, before globalism, there was like people kept to themselves. There wasn't much interaction from here to there. Interaction with people. There was a technology that we have, right? The iPhones, right? iPhones are specifically like iPhones, technology, computers. They're used to communicate with people from across the globe, right? And we, as a human species, should understand that life is meant to live profoundly without most. Yeah, it's like you shouldn't waste time. Yeah, interesting. Anyways, God is an entity that is beyond human understanding, right? It is an entity that exists in the form of a spirit. It is spiritual essence, right? He is the supreme spirit, right? And we are just mere spirits of individual candor, right? I don't know how to say it. We are individual spirits, and he is the supreme spirit, right? I call him he, because it's a him, right? God is a him, right? Goddess is a her, so but God is him, right? God created the entire universe in 7 days. The world too, yeah. with the world. Yeah, in the Bible, but in other cosmologies, it happened in different time spans, right? So in the Hindu universe, it happened over billions of years, right? Like things that like unfolded over billions of years. People say Hinduism is the most scientific. The history of India is also very interesting, right? The history of India. You should look into it. The history of India. It's very interesting. Yeah. Uh, Femininity, like no, no, no. What was I saying? Um, if we go to Eastern world, right? Southeast Asia, India, Indian subcontinent, Japan, China. Um, they have very strict family values, adherence to traditional values. I'm not talking about manosphere here. I'm talking about like religious, right? Traditional family values, gender roles, right? Not necessarily manosphere, by the way, but like right, and how society was structured in a way that yeah, like when the British and the colonizers came to the European colonizers came to also the East. They did a lot of damage. Yeah, Uh, they did a lot of damage to India. Not gonna lie. The textile industry was pretty much depleted. Text or destroyed. Yeah, damaged, destroyed. The 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 what is it? I'm trying to think. They destroyed several things. Yeah, the silk, the textile. Uh, a lot of industries are destroyed. The economy took a nosedive. Yeah, it used to be one of the biggest economies in the world. Now it's pretty down. Yeah, it's not doing well. The GDP per capita, the GDP was one of the highest in the world. Yeah, like over 20% of the gross domestic product of the world. Yeah, 30 or 20 or I don't know, 20 to 30. Yeah, could be around there. Yeah, India had a was very culturally rich, economically rich, politically rich, socially and culturally. I don't know. It was rich in various dimensions. Yeah. But the British came, ruined it, right? The Muslims, at least, brought culture to it, right? I'm not trying to be biased, but Muslims at least brought like literature, culture, economic, like economic prosperity. But um, The British ruined it, yeah. And the British did okay. Like the British did more damage than the Muslims. In fact, the Muslims only helped them, right? Yeah. Anyways, um, we're going back to Europe, right? The seven. There's so many wars going on in the Enlightenment era to the Industrial era, right? The 7 Years' War, the 100 Years' War, American Revolution in the Americas, right? And then we go to Spain. The Reconquista of reconquering Spain from the Iberian Peninsula per se, from the Muslims, right? España, Portugal, right? And Portugal, right? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the Crusaders talk about it. Isabella and Ferdinand, right? They set out Columbus to. Magellan was the one that went to the I don't know Polynesian Islands. Did he go to the Polynesian Islands, Australia or Oceania or whatever? I don't know. Anyways, anyways, yeah, Oceania, yeah. Anyways, probably Polynesian Islands or Oceania. I don't know. Anyways, um, Magellan was there first. Magellan, I think, failed to go to the India and China, where where everything was like sort of yeah. Modern history is the history of like the past 100 or 200 years, right? Like Industrial Revolution, World Wars, right? Which is that far in the past, and current history, and like very like distant. There's like 500, 400 years. Israel is Jewish. Yeah, it's Jewish. Yeah, true. Jesus was from not Jerusalem, but like somewhere in Israel. Yeah, modern modern day Israel. Yeah, Israel. Yeah, he's Jewish by birth, but he's a spiritual Jew. Yeah, but like the Bible says, Christians are spiritual Jews. Yeah, but they're actually Christians. Yeah, of course. Jews, since the time of Moses, were persecuted several times. Not just when Hitler killed 6 million Jews, right? They're persecuted many times in history, yeah. Some of my Muslim friends are like, "Oh, they deserved it, yeah, because of what they're doing to the Palestinians." Like, oh, okay, they don't deserve the Holocaust. Yeah, they're big pieces of shit. What they're doing to Palestinians, but to the Palestinian people, Muslims, but they don't deserve it. They don't deserve the Holocaust, no. Yeah, they're persecuted left, right, and center ever since, I think, not just after the crucifixion of Jesus, right? But even before, right? God's people, right? Even during the times of the Pharaoh, right? Moses took his people. Judaism, the people of Judea, right? That's the stereotype, yeah. Math is Indian and Egyptian, I think. I don't know, North African. Egyptian for sure, and Indian, yeah. And Greek, right? A lot of our math comes from India, Greece, and Egypt, yeah. Modern mathematics, yeah. Uh, China, I don't know. China has a very rich history too. India too. India had a really rich history. The Greeks and the Romans, the Italians especially, had a very rich history. Before the city states were united, of course. Yeah. Interesting fact, yeah. Trivia, yeah. Anyways. So let's go to South America. A lot of things are bad are going on there, yeah. Nowadays. It's the second to third world. Sorry, last bit. Something. Yeah, it's like a second to third world place, right? Overall, Brazil. I was about to say Portugal, but the Portuguese colonized Brazil. That's probably the only thing that's Portuguese in South America. Um, Venezuela, Argentina, Peru, where Jorge is from, by the way. Brazil, where Chico's from. Uh, what else? Yeah, like those kind of places. Yeah. So Peru, Argentina, Brazil, and all sorts of places that had in the Incans and the Nahua and the Aztecs. The Nahua or the Aztecs were more in like Mexico, modern day Mexico. Yeah, and the Incans were more South America, right? Machu Picchu, yeah, where the Machu Picchu is. And they have a very interesting history. They got wiped out too, by the way, by the indigenous peoples. No, not the European colonies. Sorry. Not by themselves. They didn't commit cultural suicide. They got killed. Yeah. Jesus. Did you know Shintoism is Hindu? Japanese Hinduism. Yeah. Japanese and India. Japan and India have a lot of similarities. Nah, Japan's more developed nowadays. Yeah, but I can see why you say that because Shintoism is Japanese Hinduism. Yeah. Anyways, so what else? The history of the world. Uh, let's roll. Let's roll it. I was using AI, but chronology of the world by eras of the known history. Okay, it's 3000 before prehistory, before 3000 BCE. So let's go. Let's take a look at this. What? Oh, here we go. So we got the emergence of the human species, right? Homo sapiens, 3000 BCE, Africa. Development of agriculture 10,000 years ago. Invention of writing 3,500 years ago. Ancient Egypt, 3100 BC to 30 BCE. Indus Valley Civilization, 2000 years, yeah. Ancient Greece, 800 to BCE to 146. Whatever. So look at this. Chinese dynasties, ancient Rome, ancient Greece. Yeah, they happened around this. Chinese dynasties happened for a period of like 1600 BCE to 1912 CE. So a good amount of time, like it extended for a long period of time. Yeah. Fall of Roman Empire, Western Roman Empire, 476 CE. Rise of Islam, 432 CE. Viking Age, Crusades, Black Death. happened within the 500 to 1500 BC. Yeah, the golden era. So this is the early modern period. So like the revival era, yeah, the revival era, Renaissance and Enlightenment era, right? So it started like around the end of the Crusades, and the Renaissance started around the end of the Crusades and ended around the beginning of the scientific revolution or the Enlightenment era. Yeah, the beginning of the Enlightenment era. Um, and oh, sorry. So the modern era, the Industrial Revolution, the World War, Russian Revolution, World War Two, Cold War. It seems about accurate. Yeah, yeah, that's unfortunate. I heard about that. Yeah, the Industrial Revolution, World War One, Russian Revolution, World War Two, Cold War, War on Terror, global financial crisis, War on Terror, global financial crisis, Arab Spring, COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, so all these happened. Yeah, COVID-19. Yeah, there are like pandemics every 100 years. I heard. Yeah, it's not because it should happen that way, but it's like a I don't know, like it's a recurring thing that just happens. I don't know for some reason, weird reason. Anyways, so the Renaissance, that's Reformation, the Protestant Reformation and Counter Reformation. Yeah, by the Catholics. Yeah, the Counter Reformation was by the Catholics. Yeah, because Protestantism spread separated from Catholicism, right? Yeah, the Protestantism or Lutheranism it was more an emphasis on separation from church interpretation or understanding of the biblical text, right? And more on independence and freedom from like clerical whatever, like clerical interpretations of the text. Yeah, the scriptures. Yeah, the Viking Ages. Let's go Vikings. Yeah, no Vikings. Yeah, those are from Scandinavia, right? Yeah, Islam, right? Crusades. They're like there are many good things that happened during the Middle Ages, but it was just like very bleak. Not too bright of a future for most people in these ages. Yeah, it was a very bleak era. Yeah, yeah, it is doing good. Yeah, nowadays. Yeah, hold on. So let's go to ancient Greece. Yeah, that's what they're trying to revive, right? In the Renaissance era, right? The Renaissance and the revival era in general, Enlightenment, yeah, scientific era. Like they were trying to like revive things from like Greece and Rome that really stood out and really brought depth to their understanding of the world, like Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, the Stoics, the other ancient Pythagoras, uh, Pythagoras, Archimedes, you know, those kind of guys. Yeah. Yeah, the rise of Islam happened like in the 7th century. The age of exploration, yeah, started around the late 15th century, centennial era, which is part of the modern period, right? With the exploration of the Caribbean by Columbus and his crew, right? That's cool. Um, and we have what else? The Indus Valley civilization, yeah. This was like mythological mostly, yeah. Like not much is known about it, but like mostly mythological in nature, yeah. Anyways, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, very old civilizations, ancient Egypt, the pyramids and Cleopatra and the pharaohs and the ancient Egyptian gods, you know. Indonesia is very nice. I heard about it. Very rich history too. Um, so let's see. Emergence of Homo sapiens like 3,000 years ago or more. Um, Modern period, yeah, it's like past 200 years. Uh, Past 200 years. Early modern period, past 600, 500 years. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We're about to end this live stream because it's almost a 1 hour period, yeah. And the fall of the Roman Empire, Western Roman, that was a huge event, yeah, by the Visigoths. I don't know, like I don't wait, by the Vandals. I don't know, Vandals or no, that was Carthage. By the I don't know, it's like barbaric tribes, yeah, barbarians, yeah. Anyways, I'm about to close this live stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you, Papa Chris, in the comments. Um, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Uh, Bye. Thank you. So, and I'll end the stream at the 1 hour mark. So, uh, history is very interesting. The study of the past events, people, characters, things, organisms, everything. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. Thank you and bye.